Hey y'all, it's me, Stop Y'all from Rolling On, and Pierre and I, and we are on a raggedy road. We are. And we went to the early service at church today. And this is, I thought we was going to do like a couples tag, but we are getting ready to go to Pierre done scheduled made reservations for a frou brunch, so we on our way there. Why are you laughing?
It's not all that frou.
Yeah, it's frou. Anyway, he trying to act like he ain't the man, but you know what I'm saying. Pierre, I keep telling y'all, he got a little swag. He be trying to pull stuff out, and but anyway, it is our anniversary. And this is not like a tag per se, but what I will say is that down in the description box, you see how these things is leaning? They need to fix that. All these lines. Anyway, we dated for like 6 months before Pierre was able to get himself right, clear his love, and all that kind of stuff. Then we were engaged for a year and a half. And then we got married. And so this is year 25 in each other's face and 23 years married. And Pierre and I are late bloomers. I told y'all that before. This is our first marriage, both of us. Last one, both of us. Well, I speak for myself. That place went out of business. And what else was I going to say?
This is your house.
Oh, okay.
This is our first time married, both of us. Last time for me.
That's what I just said.
I ain't doing it.
Pierre said he ain't doing this no more. And so anyway,
A lot of work.
it is a lot of work. And I mean, I'm not going to downplay it. Look at that. That's why that one up there closed down. They throwed that up there in 5 seconds, didn't they? Anyway, I haven't been over here in a while. But anyway, back to focus. We, as I said down in the description box, we have had ups and we have had downs. We've had times of plenty and we've had some really lean times. And it was through those times really were defining times in our marriage, for real, because it was just stuff that only he and I could go through, and we had to really, hunker ourselves down and get it together. And I tell people, unless you want to do the work and you want to kind of develop a level of selflessness, you really don't want to get married. Because you have to do a lot of, practice selflessness. You have to do a lot of introspection. There are times when, you know that you're not the person that is wrong, but the other person is not for you. It's for them to come to the conclusion that they need to draw. And there have been times when it's hard for me not to point out or pinpoint, what's incorrect or what's not correct, but I have had to learn how to, dial things back and then just let the Lord do his work, period. Pierre and I, I'm saying this, but you got something to say or not?
Alright, just go ahead.
Okay, so as long as he don't interrupt me, that means I'm telling the truth, which I ain't wanting to feel. So anyhow. So when we got, Pierre's mom came from, these people had some for real flooding over here. Did you see all them branches and stuff up there back? Come on and pay attention. Anyway, when Pierre's mom came from out of town, and my mother at that time, my dad was already gone, came down to the wedding and stuff. Pierre's mother almost got beat up at our wedding, and she still don't even know it. My grandmother was getting ready to tap her, and because she was flirting with my grandpa. And they somehow or another ended up, they had the similar, they almost were like dressed alike, and Pierre's mother's all up in his face. Oh, and see, look at your suit, and it kind of coordinates with mine. And my grandmother, I could see her out of the corner of my eye over there getting ready to grease her knuckles up. Wasn't, you know, and I'm like, Miss Ma'am better go somewhere and sit down, because it's going to be on and popping. So we got, you know, we got stories to tell about getting married, and the night Pierre, this is funny. This road is raggedier than the one we was just on. Anyway, when we got married, Pierre decided he wanted to eat some Chinese food right after we got married. So we over at the Chinese food place. Pierre goes in there and rolls up in there in his tux and come. I didn't go in there because I had this wedding dress on and all this stuff. And he went in there, y'all, and we got, at that time, we had the Jeep. At that time, we had a Grand Cherokee. And we all the back of the car that could fit in there. There wasn't all the gifts that was in there, but those that could fit in the back were in the back. We went home. We didn't have a home then. We had an apartment. And we got out that car and took all this stuff into the apartment because we wasn't going to our honeymoon right away. Now, it's been so long, I didn't even know they had built all this down there. But we got home and unloaded the Jeep and went in there and got up in the middle of the bed like two kids and ate Chinese food. And Pierre ate Chinese food in his tux. He did take his jacket out, and I ate Chinese food in my wedding gown in the middle of the bed. And I think that part of the reason why we was doing it is because we was a nervous wreck. We were hungry as heck, but we were also nervous because we did not have physical relationship, sex before we got married. We were both, you got to follow the police, honey. We're not going to.
We get under this bridge.
Yeah, we can get under the bridge. Ain't no rain down here. Not today. But we had just made up our minds when we started dating and got serious that we were not going to be physical with each other until we got married. That was it. Both of us had been disobedient in that area before, not with each other. But so we just decided, I had just told the Lord if I ever got myself in a position to be married, that I would not do that prior to marriage. And he was in agreement with that as well. And so we didn't do anything. So I think that what happened, honestly, was that we was just too nervous to do anything. Don't you think that's what was some of it? And so we didn't know. We came up, y'all, with all kind of excuses. Pierre's mama was still in town because she didn't go back to Ohio straight away. So he said we couldn't do nothing until his mama got out of town. Like she gonna be in there in the room in the bed with us.
Well, no, we had to take her to the airport. And
that did not keep us from having sex the night of our wedding. Wasn't nobody in there but me and you. Hello. Your logic is flawed.
I don't know what I was thinking.
I do. I'm trying to tell the people what it was. It was fright. And I had my own thing, and I'm just like, well, okay, I understand what you're saying because my mama's in town too, and I had my apartment, and so they were over there putting some of the things that I couldn't get together while we were, where we were living at our new place, which was I moved over into Pierre's place, and so y'all. Real though, so that's why that every time I hear, and it just so happens this week they celebrated the 40th anniversary of September by Earth, Wind and Fire. But every time I hear that song, I always say, do you remember the 23rd night of September? I always put the 23rd in there because to me, you know, I don't know. I've always liked that song, but I've always, since we got married, inserted 23 instead of 21. And today is Pierre's brother's birthday too, so there's that. But that's just a little bit of stuff about me and Pierre and our little quirky stuff that we do. That's the way we do. And I want to already tell everybody that has wished us happy anniversary, thank you very much. And for people that come later on and wish us happy anniversary, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. And y'all have a good day. We plan on having one. And toodles.
Bye, y'all.
Peace us out, Pete. Hit the button. My arm ain't long enough.